Okay, hello everyone. So today, um, we will be creating a program that will ask the user to input the number of rows and columns. No, so our previous example kay ang atong previous example kay wala siya nag-ingon na mag-input og rows and columns, no? Given na siya daan sa program. So today layon nato tong example. Okay, so to do that, we will declare variables A and B and isang one-dimensional array which is ang limit is only 50 by 50. Okay, so the limit of our array or rows and columns is only 50 by 50. So bawal na po mag 51 by ang input nimo is 51 by 51, hindi na pwede, no? Kay magkabuang po kag input ana og 2,500 pud ka inputs. So to do that, enter the row enter the row of element 1. Then C in A. And this one is enter the column of element 1, then C in B. No. So, if sorry. So, we will be using for loop, no? We will be using for loop to um, to access and to display the elements that you are going to enter. So pag enter po natin ng for example 2 by 3, we will use for loop to ask the user to input numbers. No. So for int I equals 0, again start ka sa 0, and then ito na po yung problem here. So instead of putting numbers, we will compare I with the input na row, no? So instead of number here, A na siya dira ang i-compare nato. Then increment. Nganong A? Since mo man ang row, di ba? On our previous example, for example, 2 by 3 na siya, 2 by 3. Ang ato pong i-compare diri is 2, no? Nganong 2? Kay 0, 1, 2. So, um, mag-false na siya pag 2 ang statement diri. So, taman lang duha ka buok rows ang pwede mabutang. So, kani ay is less than A siya because, for example, ang input na row diri is 5. So, I is less than 5. So, mag-stop siya kutob sa asa na number. Sige, masabtan na later on. Ano na siya. Then, again, nested loop siya for int j equals 0. J is less than. Kanina po siya is since column naman po ni siya na part diri B po na itong ibutang dira. No. Then, mag-ask ka sa user to input na I and J. So, you can put end line here or pwede po dili. It's up to you. So, again, 50 by 50. Nga 50 by 50 ang ibutang diri kay mo ang maximum na pwede na to ma-input. No. Okay. Then, sir, how are we going to display? So, just copy this one. And then, you are going to see out. Sorry. Ana. And then, diri ang end line. Diba? So, I still did it readable. So, pag enter diri og row og column, dapat ang utang ka og enter the elements of your array of your matrix ana na lang, no? Pag enter diri pod moingon pud ka og the elements of your matrix are end line. So let us see if Magana siya or dili. Pili atong i-troubleshoot. Okay? So enter the row of element 1. 2 by 4. So pag 2 by 4, dapat ang ma-input sa user is 8, no? So 3, 5, 6. All right. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 8. So 8 inputs po yung nalagay natin. All right? So bakit po ganun? What happened? Let's I will be explaining it to you why A and B was used here. Okay? So kani ang scenario. You ask the user to input the row of element 1. So ako nag-input kog 2. Ako as a user nag-input kog 2, no? Ang column is 4. So now 2 by 4 na atong gi-input, no? Which means that sulod siya sa 50 by 50 na matrix na limit. So again, balik-balik yun ako nag-ingon, ang index yun mag-start yun na siya always sa 0 mag-count. Then, sige, initialization ni siya, then condition, I is less than A. Nganong A? So, again, kay mag-start man sa index 0, kung mag-start kag index 0, kay 2 man ni siya, so mag-false na siya kung 2 na dira. Which means that 0 and 1, sa row na 0 and 1, na kay pwede ma-input. So, tanawa, 0 and 1. 1, 2. Duha ka Pokemon ma-input sa row. Same here sa column. 4. 4 imong gi-input sa column. Pag i-change siya nato into 4, kani siya, si B man ang 4. Si J ang ato ang variable, si J itong variable for column na part, no? So again, your J started with 0, then pag maabot siya 4, mag-false na siya. So which means that the user can access the elements in 0, 1, 2, and 3. And that is how many elements that you can input? 4, di ba? So, 4. Kasi, if you put or equal to sign dira, pagbutangan mo or equal to sign dira, pag 4 na siya, mag-true ang statement, mali imuhang matrix. Kay 5 ka book imong ma-input sa column. No? So, that's it, no, for this example. Now, what if I'm going to add another matrix? Another matrix. Let's say I'm going to add two matrices. Of course, dapat same ang niyang dimensions. So, we are just going to put a variable C and D, no? So, A and B for elements 1, C and D for elements 2. So, actually, dali lang mo man sa exam because you just copy and paste everything. But you have to change here. Change sa dire. And also, copy this one as well. No? Copy po natin ng enter elements. But this time, this is on matrix 2. Matrix 2 na siya. No? So, instead of A and B ang ato ang i-compare diri instead of A and B, C and D na pod sa kaduha na array. But, we have to declare another two-dimensional array diri Mag-declare na pud ta. So, we have X, we also have Y, no? So, Y ang atong gamiton diri instead of X, no? Dili na X. So, Y na siya dira, but this time, we are going to use C and D. Sir, ngano C and D? Actually, you can just use A and B diri because in adding a matrix, pwede again, pwede A and B lang yapon diri because in adding a matrix, the dimension should be the same. Mo na siya ang rule yun. The dimensions should be the same. Kaya pag dili same ang dimensions sa imong two matrices, you cannot add them. Sige, but let's practice doing this na lang para in other examples like multiplication, dili siya confusing, no? So, first thing that we need to do is to enter both elements in the matrices. No? So, pag human, gi-display ang elements sa matrix 1, we also need to display the elements in matrix 2. So, saan pag-display sa elements sa matrix 2? So, kani, y na siya dira. So, is this correct? Matrix 2, matrix 1. Let's try. Enter row. 2 by 3. Dapat again, same ang elements. Same ang dimension sa matrix. Okay. So, see? So, 2 by 3 and 2 by 3. So, there are 6 elements. Then, gi-arrange niya into 2 by 3, no? Sa matrix 1. Si matrix 2 pod, gi-arrange pod niya into a matrix na 2 by 3 as well. Sir, unsaon na siya pag-add? Okay. So, mo man na siya to main purpose. I-add na to tong duha ka matrices na na-arrange. So, how are we going to do that? So, tani mo, the sum is na. The sum of your matrices, is. So, dili na ta magtigi, no? Saan na siya pag sum. Okay. So, ano na lang siya? X, I, J, plus Y, I, J. So, which means that sabdang gadagan ang indices, gadagan po ang indices sa I ug J, sa X ug Y, in which they both have different numbers or elements. So, magdaga na siya si 0. For example, si 0, 0, lahi ila 2 na siya. Kasi 0, 0 diri is 3. So, i-add niya si 2 ug 3. Mo na yung first mo gawa sa 0, 0 na column ug row na index. Okay? So, let's try and see if mag-run na itong program diri a. So, again, dapat same ang dimensions, 2 by 3, then 2 by 3. So, sira tag 2 by 3, 2 by 3. Lahat na pa na to. 3 by 4 na po. So, 12 ka buok inputs. Okay? Dapat 12 na siya kabuok. So, 3 by 4. Okay. So, 3 by 4. Okay, na-arrange siya. 2, 6, 8, 0. Okay. So, after that, gi-add ang duha. 2 plus 2, 4. 7 plus 3, 10. 7 plus 5, 12. And so on and so forth. Okay? Now, Manako, it's your time. So, your activity would be, what if ang user ni-input siya og 2 by 3 and 2 by 2 in which there's no such thing or you cannot add two matrices. Di ka pwede mag-add og 2 by 3 and 2 by 2 na matrix. So, kailangan, ang magawas dira is error, input, or mag-error siya and then you have to ask the user to input rows and columns again. That they should have the same rows and column each matrices. Okay? So, dapat mo na siya gingunani. Wait lang, kaya basig makita. Okay, mag-error siya. Dapat error siya pag dili the same ang dimension. Okay? So, inana dapat ang inyong goal for this activity. So, I will be posting on Blackboard kanus ninyo siya i-submit. Right? Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.